The views expressed on this program belong solely to the individuals featured and do not represent views of Ashana Housing Limited. The program shares personal journeys of individuals meant to inspire but may not apply to everyone's situation. The program is for informational purposes and should not be considered a substitute for professional medical advice. It is important to note that this program is not intended to defame any individual, entity, caste, community, race, or religion, nor to disparage any institution or person, whether living or deceased. Listeners' discretion is strongly advised. When we think of retirement, we think of seniors in a particular way. And we need to change that way. This show is going to talk all about the idea of age is just a number. I'm going to get guests who have done this in the past, who have really lived a life from very, very lows to very, very highs. Welcome to a new show, Adding Zindagi 2 Years. वेलकम टू अनदर एपिसोड ऑफ एडिंग जिंदगी 2 years. मेरे को याद है मैं जब साइबर हब में घूम रहा था तो जहां पे भी होर्डिंग देखा उनका फेस वहां था. उसके बाद मैंने एयर इंडिया का ऐप निकाला तो उसका फेस वहां पे भी था. देन फैब इंडिया, देन मर्डर मुबारक, देन कॉल मी बे. यू कैन नेम इट. शी इज बीन इन सो मेनी एड्स एंड सो मेनी फिल्म्स. इट्स सो एक्साइटिंग. वन ऑफ द रीजंस आई एम एक्साइटेड इज बिकॉज शी इज माय मॉम, बेला गुप्ता. I would really like to welcome her and learn from her what she's gone through over these years. As a son, you would think I know a lot about her. But I'm very excited about this particular show because I think I will learn new things about her which I never knew before. So I would like to welcome her and inspire all of us how to transform life after 60. Welcome, Mom.
Thank you, son. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mom. Good to be here too. I'm excited.
So am I.
मेरे को एक मजा आने वाला है because you know there's only few times in life a son gets a chance to interview his mom and get to know her life from a very different angle. So very excited about it. You know we as a family are super proud of you, the kind of work you've done, and it's so nice to see you reinvent yourself. But before I go into that reinventive way, मेरे को you know I know you've gone through a very interesting, difficult childhood, you know, or I would say different. I wouldn't say difficult in the same sense. Can you tell me more about it again?
So where you want me to start? Right from beginning? It's a long journey, man.
So tell me about you being adopted, right? And when did you get to know about that?
Oh my God. It's a very emotional side of it. Anyway, I'll start. See, even I didn't know that I was an adopted child, you know. Till I think 11 years of age, I had no clue.
And who had adopted you?
Actually, both the mothers, my biological mother and the one who adopted, they were both sisters.
Okay.
And my father, they were both brothers. So two sisters married to same family. बड़े के साथ छोटे के साथ, एक छोटी बहन की छोटे भाई के साथ हो गया, बड़े बहन का बड़े भाई के साथ. So they were co-sisters also and real sisters also. So my elder, like who's supposed to be my Tauji and Taiji, they had no children. And those times, you know, this IVF things were not there, which is so common now, you know. So, and my biological parents had 5 kids. I was the in between one, you know. I had a brother and a sister older to me and a brother and sister younger to me. I was the middle.
And you were the only one adopted?
I was the one. No, my elder sister also was adopted, but then after a few days, she was not legally adopted. They tried to take her, but then she didn't
want to
stay with them. But when they took me for a few days, I was very comfortable with them. So they said they wanted to adopt me. I was too young, you know. I didn't know all about this. But as I grew up, you know, around like some of the family functions and all, and those times the relations would be just, you know, looking at me saying, oh, you know, she's so-and-so's daughter, but has been adopted. Oh, she's growing up beautifully. Abhi to bahut badi ho gayi hai. And somehow I overheard it. But that really left a, you know, emotional impact on me. I said, what the hell they're talking? No, like 11-year-old hearing all of a sudden that the parents I'm living with, they are not my own parents. But, I was very shy and very introvert. I didn't let my feelings come up.
Okay.
But then emotionally, I was disturbed for a few days. I felt a little insecure also and all that. But I just, took it then after a few days, how children are, they forget and they just, grow up. So that was one part of it, which was really, a
So did
beginning
you
of
ever approach your biological parents or this, or did you ever talk about this?
No, I never spoke to anybody. I never, let them also know that I know the fact.
Okay.
I kept it to myself.
Oh, wow.
Somehow, I felt it would be embarrassing for them, like if I tell my parents that, oh, you adopted me, I don't know how they will. I never wanted to hurt them. I just kept myself very normal. And
this is some emotional strength you have, which I think is from childhood, which I feel,
I think
which is
I
very
was
different.
blessed with that, that I could hold myself and didn't let it out to anyone.
So the responsibility, everything was of the chacha and the chacha, your adopted parents,
the older couple. Yes,
fair.
Yes.
So,
but we used to meet I used to meet them like my chacha chachi, and that too in the summer vacations, because they were not in Delhi, they were in UP Bareilly, and we were in Delhi. So it was not that I was meeting them day to day. So for me, my own brother, sister, biological were my cousins.
Okay.
And I used to go to their house only in summer vacations and to spend time like, okay, cousin has come. And, though my parent, of course, welcomed me like their own child, but I felt them, they were like, I was always close to my other parents who had adopted me. So
I understood this adopted thing, and I'm very the emotional strength you had was very, it's God given, and I know you believe in God in a very different manner. Up college ke baad, you didn't follow a profession right after college?
Oh no! Immediately after my graduation, I was married. March, I finished my exams. April, I got married. I was engaged in January, and that's how. So there was no room to pursue anything further.
Space ही नहीं देना था.
Space. Business, families, girls, okay. Graduation you've done, okay. Medical हो तो आगे करो. But they don't want to go that far. So I got married immediately after my. But one thing, Ankur. My zest to learn new things never faded out. After marriage also, after having 2 kids also, I always kept on pursuing something or the other. I learned my hair, my makeup classes. I did a proper 1-year diploma course from YWCA.
Oh, wow.
About the beauty. Got into this, beauty culture.
And this was after the wedding?
After having children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I did a proper hair stylist thing from Pivot Point, Chicago. I went for an international competition also abroad.
Oh, wow.
So, one thing was that my husband never stopped me from pursuing whatever I wanted to learn or do. But then he never wanted me to move out and work. That was one thing he was very, very sure. I told my husband, see, if you don't want me to work out now, so why don't you give me some space at home only? I'll start something small. And वो इतना मैं सोचती मैंने उनको push कर दिया था that this persistence became a key to success for me. Honestly. Wow. He said, okay, happily. Okay, चलो अब बच्चे स्कूल जाते हैं. So तुम्हारे पास टाइम है first half of the day. करो, क्या करोगी? I said, मेरे को एक छोटा सा cute salon खोल दो. So we had a 3-storied house. So it opened in the ground floor. I started my salon. That's how in 1984, I entered into business.
Oh, wow.
So my passion became my business.
Which is fantastic. This
year we are completing 40 years. It's a 40 years.
And fantastic. And I know Simran is kind of handling it, and she's become very popular.
Yes.
It's amazing what she does on that too. Tell me, from a perspective, one of the things I learned that you have very taste, persistence, had this idea of business. You kind of went through this. Is it something you learned along the way, or is it something you think God given to you? See, certain things are, of course, you're gifted with. And certain things like businesses and all, since I was
daughter to a businessman, then married to a businessman. So that comes, automatically. But yes, I was gifted with certain
things.
Yes,
Natural.
like
All
my
right.
fashion sense and my, those
And
things.
you enjoy that too a lot.
I remember my mother used to say, "Tumko to khaddar bhi pehna doge na to makhmal lagega." That's very sweet of her.
I remember the first time I wanted to buy a bag for my wife. आपके पास आया तो आपने ही मुझे advice दिया था कि तो you're a go-to for not just medicine to a lot of the fashion thinking we have in the house.
So these things are, of course, God gifted.
No, great. And I know with your first husband, there was a tragedy which happened. Can you talk a little bit, tell me a little bit more? I know the tragedy happened, but I would love to know more what happened and how you handled it.
Yeah, that was really, I think, the worst phase of my life. I was just 39 years old. And my salon was 10 years old because I started in 84 and 94 this thing happened. I was in the salon only and somebody called me, that there has been an accident and we have found this driving license and we are calling you that it's a very bad accident and you should rush. First I thought it's a, hawk's call or something because it was so unbelievable. Then another call came and then it was so I was really into, state of shock. But that's what, so I rushed to it and it was really a very, very shocking thing. Anything which happens so sudden, a person is leaving home and then he's not coming back ever. So that was really bad. And children were very small that
How
time.
old was Tarun and Simran?
They were in their teens. I think he was 14 and she was 11.
Oh, wow.
You know what?
That would have been, you were going through your own emotions. Their emotions were also not developed yet, right? So
yeah, so it was I think that was the worst phase of my life. And, I was totally devastated, broken. But then when I looked at them, I knew I have to gather up. I have to live for these children. And I had a mother with me, aging mother also, So looking at these three, I think I had to, pull up all my strength. And I decided that I have to raise them very well. Now, whatever has happened, So I can't be just making the whole environment sad. And what have these children done, Why should they be deprived, At least let me do what best I can do as a single parent. I think that strength gave me the courage to go ahead and, pull myself back to the line. And the same passion which got me into business, that saved me, Because my attention, there was something to look upon, I knew I have to raise the children well, educate them. There was a long way for them to go. And at 39, I was not that experienced, So, but I learned. I think time is a great healer. Certain things when, they come to you, they bring along some courage also, some wisdom also. So I don't know, God was kind, it helped me. So I passed through, raised them well. But I'm proud that I did that. I'm really, when I look back and I look from where I started and how I brought them up, got them married, I think I did.
I think you did brilliant, not just all right.
Thank you.
I've always admired that difficult, and we've had chats about this, but हमारा जो chat होता है बस वो उस level पे होता है. And I understood the challenge, but I didn't know there's age. These things become far more difficult when you're going through it.
Yeah.
Now tell me, what made you do a second marriage? I know you went through so many of these challenges. You did well for yourself. You took care of the kids, the mother. Yeah. I remember meeting Dadi. She was so much love. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So what got you to the second marriage, Mindset?
See, my mother, though she was very old, but she was very broad-minded also. Once, Tarun, Simran, they were married. And I was 49. And she said, and she must be 80, my mother. She said, अभी बहुत हो गया, बच्चे भी बड़े हो गए, शादी हो गया, तुम क्या सोच रही हो? Coming from my mom, I was, मैं क्या सोच रही हूँ? नहीं, मेरा मतलब तुम भी अब, तो I just kept quiet. I didn't answer because I was not sure what she's saying because I was not expecting anything coming from her. And Simran, my daughter was, your sister was very close to me. So I told her, Nani aise se. कहती, हाँ, mom. Even we think, that we should look for a companion. So that was it. It started like a very light conversation. And then I said, oh no, where do I going to find anybody? I'm happy with my work and all. So हो गया 20 साल हो गया अभी तो काम करते करते कोई नहीं अब देखो तो सही तो we started looking at those times वो matrimonial columns आते थे तो TOI में your dad has so and there somehow my eyes got stuck at your dad's ad because there was something special in those 3 lines he said so and so and whosoever is looking for I'm looking for a person with a very positive attitude who is willing to share a beautiful family with me. And these 2-3 words really stuck. I said okay. And then there was a contact number, mobile number. So I just called, I don't know what made me call. I think that those lines were very
Dad
catchy.
had magic with words anyway, so that was his strength.
Truly, those words were so catchy that I just called that number. And you know what day was that? 9/11. And then 9/11, oh my God, I can't forget that day and date. So... And he replied back, and that was my first call to your dad. And then we met.
Okay.
And
how weird was it? Like, now you almost going back to a dating scene at the...
Yeah, it was so embarrassing, I tell you. But your dad was so naughty at that age also. He was hiding. He invited me. He told me he'll be wearing red shirt. I think red was his favorite.
Yeah, true.
He was wearing a red t-shirt. And then he said, how would I recognize you? I said, I'll be coming in a black dress. Okay. Then I entered the lobby. Somehow he saw me walking and he hid behind the pillar. And then I'm looking all around and he's coming out of the pillar, smiling at me. Hi. I said, now this is it. But that was, so that was our
There's always a kid in us, right? So how long did you guys date?
For 15 months.
15 months? Wow.
Yeah. And, we deliberately chose that time for ourselves. We never wanted to rush on the things. We wanted to understand the families, meet the friends.
Oh, wow.
Because it's not just, we two. There's a lot, concern in the family. You kids, my kids, everybody, So, and during those 15 months, I think I met everybody from your Taiji, Tauji, Chacha, Chachi, Buas. Everybody, you, Vishal, and Varun. Varun was just a school going. So, and of course his friends, his Bitsian friends, his Rotary friends, his Patna friends. I think there was nobody left. I met everybody. And from my side, he met all my in-laws. He met my mother-in-law, my mother, and my sister-in-law, my husband's sister, because we wanted our families also to approve of this relation. It's not just between two of us.
And I think that was very important. I think at that age, in India, when you're getting remarried, I think lots of people just either because of embarrassment hide too much away, and or don't commit to it. And in your case, you guys were very committed, making sure the family. I remember I was in the US and I got a letter from Dad, handwritten, again, his magic with words. And he was actually asking for my permission. And I felt like, I've always asked my dad for permission for such a big decision he's asking. And I felt like really emotional about it. And I remember going through that thing, and um, it was such a nice feeling. And I thought the way you guys just took the family together was just extremely, extremely nice. And it was
Mhm.
brilliant to see.
But there was a very beautiful thought behind it. What we decided, both of us, that we have to set example in the society. We don't have to hide from the society. We are not doing anything wrong about it. I have done my duties very well. I have raised the children very well. I am still looking after my mother, and with their due approval, we are going ahead. So what's there to hide? I took in confidence my mother-in-law also, my sister-in-law also, all concerned. Because, see, from my parents' side, my brothers, sisters were abroad. And whosoever was here, majorly my in-laws had become my parents' family, because that was a large family and mine was a very small family. And being an adopted child, I was the only one. So, and father was no more there. So my mother and my children and my in-laws, they were the people I was more concerned about. And they were okay with it. So why hide? And between us also, we have taken that we have to set an example to the society. There's no embarrassment. There's nothing to shy away. Like, if you want to go ahead, why? There shouldn't be any stigma.
I know, I don't know, like, I know from our side, like dad's side, my nanny had a challenge, obviously with, if you're taking about 50, 60 people on board, you're going to have a few challenges. Did you get any of those challenges there? No, everybody
Everybody wanted to see me happy. And, I was like more like a daughter to them. My in-laws said, like, when I got married to your dad, my in-laws said, ki, bahu bana ke laaye the, beti bana ke de rahe hain. That kind of, I'm really very blessed with that. Everybody. And I think my in-laws, they were there in the wedding also.
Which is really so nice. And I'm glad, you guys did that, from a son's perspective. It was a shock to me at the first time, but I was very happy that, I know it's difficult, you're in your late 40s, early 50s, you have a long life to go, and companionship is a critical, whatever said and done, the relationship of a husband and wife is very different from a child's relationship, right? Yeah. So I thought that was a very, very good call, and to attend the wedding was just so nice, and to meet you was brilliant. But I'm going to just take this forward. You married for companionship, but you got a new challenge with that, right?
Yeah.
So a little bit about that.
That was again a turning point of life, As I said, my life has never been like, it's been like...
Yeah, roller coaster.
Yeah, happiness coming, then being deprived, then coming, then... And, there was a time when your dad was diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
And doctor said 6 months.
I remember.
Imagine, I was just 5 years
into the wedding,
into this relationship. And then...
From 49, you were 54.
Yes. And then this big shock. I mean, it was all dark in front of me. I didn't know now, how to take. But again, I said, okay, I have to, give him best and take this with him, because I never wanted my pull down face to affect him, because he's the one who needed more strength than me. Because as a patient, how once it is diagnosed and you're told, I think the patient takes it, okay, now it's the end of it. But here, I think the positive side of your dad also helped me to, look after him. He was himself very willing and very positive and wanted to live life.
I remember when dad broke the news to me, I think you were there also. And the way he broke the news was like, Ankur, I've got cancer, but I don't want you to cry. And I want you to be positive about it. And the funny thing is, at that time, I realized I was only thinking about me. I never had a thought about you. Now I look back and say, the kind of emotions you would have gone through was far more difficult than, you just left a business You left you
Everything.
gained one family, but you also left a family, and
Yeah.
that came as a
Left a family, left my well-established business, everything behind. And I told my children, whatever is there, now I'm not coming back. It's all for you.
Mhm.
And, so, but then, of course, I felt very insecure because, just 5 years, with grown-up children, understanding the family, culture was different. Everything was different,
Mhm.
I being a Punjabi, coming from
I know.
Punjabi family, and coming to a Marwadi family, everything was different.
I know.
Food, everything, and all their rituals. So I was, of course, very insecure when I got this news. But then there's no way out to fight it out. And, I think that time, what your father said is, had I some more time, Bela, he used to sometimes call me Choti. Because your mom was, I also said Didi, so he said, हाँ, मैं बोला कि Manju Didi, and he would say, हाँ, Choti. So that became a nickname. Choti. तो बोला छोटी अगर मुझे थोड़ा और टाइम मिल जाता ना तो एक company is at this verge, from here only, 1 or 2% companies take to that thing, and I wanted some more time. I said, never mind. Our children are brilliant enough. You don't worry. You just take care of yourself. We'll make best of this thing. They are capable of. They are very well, and I trust my children. And you say, yeah, I also trust them, but still, I said, no, don't worry. They will take care of the company. And then I decided that I'm not going to ask you for any help unless needed. I'll take care of his medical and everything regarding treatment, and I'll let children be,
You were
away.
just unbelievable. I remember every medicine you would know by heart, what he's taken. If a doctor would ask, and he lived 5 years, and I think a lot of credit
Yeah.
goes to you and
Oh,
the
no.
kind of
God
work you
was
did.
good, kind.
You traveled to Germany with him the number of times, and it was tough. But I want to now go back to you a bit more on this. When again we lost dad. Somewhere at a family level, we thought, apne aap, life goes on, and we have to. That's what dad also taught us. But we never. I don't remember myself also coming to you and saying, "Mom, what's next for you? What's going on in your head?" And after a couple of years, I saw you into this zone of modeling. What went in these. I think it was 2 years from when we lost dad to where you were in the modeling side. What happened in these 2 years? What got you back to your glamour personality?
See, Ankur, after he passed away, there was a void. All children were grown up, their children, their family, their career. You were so, you absorbed in your families that I had to fill this void on my own. So I tried a lot of NGOs. I visited a lot of NGOs, my Rotary programs and my other things, my friend circle. But, it's okay. I spent few years with them and did all that, finding my happiness, my, space. But it was good. I liked it. But then there was some other urge to do, to spend my time in a very productive way. Here I was just window shopping or going for lunches or going for the fellowships, Rotary fellowships. That didn't give me that, contentment. I wanted to do something more because I've been working all my life. When I left work, it was only for your dad because we wanted to travel and all that. And we did a lot of traveling.
Yeah, you did.
Even when he was sick, every trip we took to Germany, I think we had been, for 2 years, we went 12 times to Germany. Like, it became my second home. 6 weeks I was here and 2 weeks in the Germany, then coming back 6 weeks here, then Germany. So in those trips also, we used to travel, like we did Black Forest, all that, Baden-Baden spas and all that. But then, now it was a different life. All by myself, I had to find my way. So, work, as I told, was always on my mind. But I never wanted to work where I needed full time, like 8 to 10 hours and kind of a thing, everyday routine kind. That I had done enough of it. And I was out of that. And now naturally 10 years also
and-
added to the age, you know.
And Simran had also taken up
Simran had also
and
taken
she was
over the
doing
salon.
brilliantly on the
Oh,
slow.
from one salon, she made 5 salons, you know, a
She's
chain
just-
of salons. So she was doing brilliant. Here, you guys were doing brilliant. You carried the company very well. I'm very proud of you. And I'm sure your dad would be very proud of that.
That's what-
So then I was finding my niche. So I said, I want something when I feel like I can do it. And when I don't feel like, it's okay. Because I never wanted to give up my other things, you know, my family priorities, my social priorities, my travel, my friend circle. So that's how where I was within family only, and one of my son-in-law, he's into music and all that. I happened to just talk about, says, ताई जी आप तो कैमरा के आगे खड़े हो जाओ तो मॉडल वो मॉडल है तो बना दो मॉडल हमको फिर. You know, it just happened. You know what has to happen, you know, how it
It's almost you're like
just
a second
pops up.
wedding. It's almost like this, right? You just
Yeah.
sometimes luck follows.
luck
right?
follows. So I said कि ठीक है तो बन जाते हैं हम मॉडल. तो क्या करना होगा? बोले एक अच्छा सा प्रोफाइल बना लूं एंड बस वो हम भी अपने एक दो दोस्तों को दे देते हैं, आप भी देखिए कहीं एक दो को. मैं ठीक है वो बस in a very casual way, you know, it happened. And I think when I gave my profile, within a week I got this Indigo thing
Ad.
and the hoarding and the prints and all over every metro, you know, Bangalore outside the airport, India, Delhi, Cyber Hub and all that places, Malcha Marg, I think on the Vasant Kunj Lane, just opposite Emporio. So all this, you know, people calling me, taking the pictures of the hoarding and sending me. I say, yeah, this is so something, you know, very nice. It really, you know, excited me. I'm too famous in a day, you know, like. So I think from there I got the thing. I decided, okay, this is for me.
Oh, as a son, I was super proud. I was showing off you everywhere. Look, my mom. And everybody used to look at me, ki, tu beta, sahi mein? I was like, ha.
Fake beta to nahi hai.
So it's so great. And I've seen you now, like, you know, you have a knee problem sometimes,
Yeah.
but it doesn't stop you. You know, it was just, you know, if there's a shoot, you will make the world turn around for you. And it's almost like passion coming alive.
Yes. I think I'm different just when I stand, you know, in front of camera. Some magic happens, you know. From where the energy comes, I don't know. But I'm best when I'm at work. Honestly telling. Then no health problem, nothing.
And it just happens.
Yeah.
And you've actually gone through now the second knee replacement, and
Yes.
I know, you know, that would have been a different challenge. But you know, you were still doing stuff. What's this? What was going on in your? I know when I came seeing you, you were a little bit कि हमको थोड़ा दर्द तो हो रहा है.
हाँ.
But मैं जब Instagram देखूं तो वो दर्द नहीं दिखाई देता था आपका.
You know what? I made best use when I was after my knee replacement. You know, of course, I was on bed for 2 months, you know. Pain and all that was a lot. You know, cutting all the muscles and, you know, then rehab, then all this exercises and, you know, physiotherapy, major part. So those 2 months, you know, I couldn't go to work, but at home, I made best use of time by, you know, refreshing my work links, other things which I was just, you know, pushing and the paper were getting piled up. I just sorted out those things and made best use of that time, you know.
Oh, wow.
So literally I was working when I was at home also because I have that knack in me, you know. Work is where I feel happiness, which gives me a sort of, you know, satisfaction. So if God willing, if I'm okay, I will keep working till my last breath, honestly telling.
Awesome, Mama. I wish that for you so much. I see that love and passion in you. And I know you come to our office and, you know, you start learning Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah,
What was that all about? What got you into Instagram? And now I know you know more than I do. For
No,
sure.
no. No, it's not that, but because this digital uh, age, I mean, I never went through, like now though I see my small grandchildren also like on the computer, everything, even now they're having online classes, they know a lot about it. But in our times, computers and all, I think when you came after your masters, you were the one who made even the whole office change, you computerized everything, all the software, and your dad used to come, ये आके यूएसए से बहुत खर्चा कर रहा है, ऐसे खर्चा कर रहा है, बोले कि सारा भी कर दिया. मैंने बोला तो वो तो काम की एफिशिएंसी बढ़ा रहा है, दैट्स व्हाट द न्यू नॉर्मल इज. तो हाँ पर खर्चा बड़ा कर रहा है. सो हम लोगों ने नहीं देखा था ये सब चीजें. So for me, it was when I started modeling, everything like I had to make my profile, I had to send the emails, send my work links. So it was all, learning on the job. Like, so I had to, and I was clueless. And I would rush to your office and say, वो IT में कौन है? इब्राहिम है, उसमें जय कुमार है. Okay, come and help me. I'm stuck here. How to go about it? So सीखना तो पड़ता है ना.
पूरा ही सीखना पड़ता है. और अब तो ऐसा हो
अभी
गया
तक चल रहा है सीखना.
फैमिली हॉलिडे जाते तो अब हम लोग फोटोग्राफर ज्यादा फील करते हैं अपने आप को.
वो आदत हो गया ना, capturing every moment.
So nice of that. And I really, I know that you're loving it. It's not just,
No.
it's just, it's not a financial need.
No.
It's a need for love, right? That's
Yeah.
what you
Yes,
love to do.
yes.
And at the same time, I know that you've also, one other thing which I've seen you is like, with even Dad passing away, the relationship that you made with Dad, like Dad's friends, still look up to you, still call you. You're always there.
Yes.
It's not like. So what's this thing about you? What drives you on that side?
See, your dad and me have always been people friendly. Friends have always been our,
Ekdam mantra.
Ekdam. So now I would say I said nothing has been normal to me. I have 2 sets of parents, 2 sets of in-laws, 2 sets of bachas. So about relationship, I really love to, दोस्त, अच्छे दोस्त बहुत जिंदगी में, बहुत blessing की तरह होते हैं, So you don't want to lose them. After your dad, it's not only that I gave my distinct time and affection or love to them. It was reciprocated. They also stood by me.
I'm glad, I think to Dad to have you for those 10 years, I think was a blessing of many levels to him, right? It was not just at one level. I think a companionship, a person who takes care, love, relationship, all of it was kind of complete. Otherwise, I think he would have had a very different challenge if he weren't there. So I think, both of you guys did something which was incredible. And, for you to continue those relationships, also for you, it's not easy. And I'm glad you enjoy it. So one of the things is also, which is there, it's not just, this idea that you have to have purpose and you want to enjoy the purpose both at the same time. So you had this purpose of saying that the second marriage can be actually a blessing for a lot of people, and we should be looking at that as a blessing. And having this whole idea of people are very important in building that relationship.
Yes.
Did similar kind of challenge happen to you during this modeling phase, or when did people kind of say, "Kya kar rahi ho Bela yaar, ab is age mein bhi, are you supposed to do this kind of a thing?"
No, fortunately, nobody pointed out.
Okay.
I never got any negative comment. Rather, they all, if you read my Instagram messages and all, they all say, "Oh my God, you are such an inspiration." I always got positive feedback.
Great.
And just 3 days back only, I met all the Pilanian friends on a function. And each one personally came and said, "We are so glad and we keep watching you and we see how you have, taken your life ahead, and it's an inspiration to all of us," which I think is another, God has made me to, give a good message to the society. I feel my marriage itself is a very big message to the society. I mean, people who are just thinking whether they should go or they are shy about opening up. They need a partner, but they are just shy to I think it's a good example. Our family itself is a good example. And my marriage, I find, if I had been a help to to dad's treatment and all, but then he left a good
Yeah.
family for me, you kids. I mean, you are all my support system. And we are living all together happily, like all daughter-in-laws and all, like when I tell everybody, they say, how many children you have? I said, I have 4 sons and a daughter and 7 grandchildren. Huh? Really? And I always said, I truly have them. And I don't think there's any difference or any behavioral change in any of us की biological या कुछ है. मुझे तो कुछ फर्क ही नहीं लगता है. And the kind of, my grandchildren boss around me. दादी ये तो दादी साइन कर दो. इसमें डायरी पे साइन कर दो. मामा इस वे साइन कर दो कि मुझे जल्दी आना है या मुझे आज ये क्लास नहीं करना है. So it's how relationships. So I don't think there's any stigma. And Mary modeling bhi, I think it's like as I get the feedback, it's an inspiration to many. Because सब अपने आप को hold करके रखा होता है. They want to do, they are passionate, but they don't कि लोग क्या कहेंगे, ये society क्या कहेगी. No, you should feel that whatever you are doing is right, and you are doing it with the right intention. And if you have that, you just have to have that courage, strength, and people will join you.
So the right people will become magnets and the wrong people will kind of reject themselves, right? So I think that's very important. Mom, ek aur cheez, I just want to talk about this whole dad's dream of senior living. And I think it started with this, and I'm glad you're living this life, actually what dad wanted. Dad said ki, retirement is an age of finding purpose again, right? Yeah. So and he started senior living with that mindset. So tell me a little bit on your, when dad's, going back to that senior living piece a bit, when dad was thinking, you were right in the middle. I think you got married 2002, we launched 2003. Yeah, it was like his passion project, right?
Yeah, the first project I remember. Yeah.
So talk about that a bit from
I remember an incident when we were, choosing the name for our senior living.
Okay.
And different names came up. And then Utsav came. So your dad he says, this is the right name, I said, what do you find about it? He says, because this is the time we have to celebrate our life. So Utsav hai na, we have to celebrate our life because we are over and done with our, duties. Children are grown up. Now they are into business. They are married. They have their children. So we are free now from those, And now it's a time when we have to celebrate our life and do what we are passionate about it. Whether it's travel, whether anything, any hobby, singing, anything you are, interested into. So now it's the time to reinvent ourselves and our passions. So, and it makes sense,
It does.
And I think I'm doing that. I'm living
exactly it. Exactly. The reason I brought it, and it just came right now in my head, was that there's actually you living what he wanted seniors to live. It's so unique in its own nature. And I love the fact that you're doing it. And it's just
and I feel him along with me. He is always a source of inspiration to me. You know how positive he was.
And to all of us, right? It's been.
I know.
We've been all blessed to have, lived a little bit of him.
Yeah. So it was not the quantity of time I could get with him, but I got quality of time with him.
And I agree with that. So lovely, Mom. And, I'm so glad you're celebrating life and enjoying what you passionately do. I just want a last question. And, what do you think in this journey is 1 or 2 lessons which made you celebrate life?
I think the positivity and the, life I feel is a gift of God. We should feel very, there's sense of that life should not be wasted. It should be, every moment should be lived. And lived happily and with a purpose. It's not to be wasted. It's a very precious.
Treat it like a gift.
Gift of God.
Yeah.
So, I just want to make best use of my each day. So, it's not that आज क्या करूंगी, वो bore हो गई. No, I tell you one thing. when I make my day calendar, I have so many things on it that I write 10 things and my day is over after 7 or 8 things. There are 2 things left, but I'm happy they are left. And I add to the next day because I have more things to do than I
And
can.
you have more to give to the society, to you, to the
No.
world, and I'm so glad
I
you're doing
love
it.
singing, so I have my singing groups. And singing itself is a meditation, I feel.
Wow. And you
In
sing
playing-
beautifully.
Oh.
गुरुद्वारा में आपका अगर आवाज हो रहा होगा तो ऐसे ही मन हो जाता मगन हो
I
जाते हैं.
started from Gurdwara. I remember he said कि मेरे को शब्द कीर्तन बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं. My first husband. He was very, again I told you, he was very spiritual. And any worldly problem he would sort with the spiritual angle. You know, every night we would go after dinner for a walk, a bit of walk outside the house. And any day-to-day problem we would just, discuss, and he would put ultimately an answer would be in a spiritual angle. So that's how, I have been twice lucky, but twice unlucky also. But I remember the good things only. So, I started singing on harmonium, and everybody said कि ओह इतना अच्छा है, भगवान तो खुश हो गया होगा. क्या भगवान का तो पता नहीं है, मेरा हस्बैंड खुश हो गया तो बहुत. And when I came here, then Dad was fond of other music.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't very ritual or spiritual, but believe me, for me, he used to go to Gurdwara with me, go to Puranwasi with me. Everywhere he would go to Golden Temple, wherever, I would love
You had
to
to
go.
dress him up as Shammi Kapoor also. You made him dance like Shammi Kapoor.
That was a theme in the Rotary, like
I
a
know.
Bollywood. And I became like Mumtaz and he was Shami Kapoor. आजकल तेरे मेरे प्यार के चर्चे भी डर. And I think we were just married then.
Yeah,
तो
that
वो
was so
चर्चे तो
sweet.
हो ही रहे थे प्यार के तो. We sang on that number.
So I'm glad, Dad was trying to do this for others and he was living that too. He was doing all of the
Yeah.
things like, dressing up, enjoying life without any kind of thing. And
Yeah.
it's such a beautiful feeling.
I remember Joyce mentioned word कि आप आके तो पूरा भैया का wardrobe change कर दिए. So फिर यहाँ आई तो यहाँ पे गाना वाना का वो शब्द कीर्तन तो गजल बन गया, वो फिल्मी गाने बन गए और ना. So I think I'm like a water, जहाँ डाल दो वहीं पे
You mold.
shape ले लेगा. So
Awesome.
ठीक है. I count my blessings. That's.
I count my blessings too with you. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
Lots
me.
of love and so much learning. And I'm glad we did this because even at we're doing it in front of a camera, but I think I learned a lot about you.
I
And
forgot about camera. I was when we were chatting. Honestly telling you,
Yeah.
good
Sometimes I wish we
opportunity.
just did this on a different day.
Everything happens by divine this thing. And I think whenever it is to happen, that's the right time. So,
Thank you so much, Mom. Love
thank you, son. It was a pleasure. And I think I also got a time to vent out myself after, I don't know how it, because I was so into day-to-day work, then never thought so much looking back at things, So it was a good opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you, Mom. It's really nice to have you here. It was such an interesting conversation. Today was a great day for me to know more about her. What I loved about this conversation was the idea that my mom is living the life my dad wanted others to live. And I really again go back to her strength of spirituality, where she has this emotional strength of knowing herself, where she knows herself and does what she really, really wants. It was great having Mom here. Learned so much from her. See you next time. Have a great day.